Yo guys, Jimsy, welcome back to another video. Today guys, what we're doing is we're doing a Football Premier League prediction. So basically guys, obviously as you guys have seen, the Premier League is now over. We have to wait another 4 weeks for it to start again. Obviously I'm excited for that. Everyone at home should be excited. Arsenal winning the league. No one clip that. I'm joking. That's a joke by the way. We're shit. Arsenal had a bad season. As you can see. And as you can see. There's so many more as well, that's the sad thing. Let's get through it anyway. So at 20th, I predicted Sheffield United. Are you div? But yeah, obviously 20th is not good at all. Not good prediction. They finished, I'm going to put it on screen, I'm not really sure. But they had a great season, had some great performers really. Jeff Lundstrom, Basham was really good this season. I mean, a lot of overall good players. Obviously their keeper Dean Henderson is one of the best in the business, I think. And if he does go to Man United, they should definitely replace him with De Gea. But yeah, I think that's a decent prediction if I'm honest. But let's get to the next one. So basically, the next one is Brighton. I'm happy with Brighton. I don't really like Brighton, obviously being an Arsenal fan. It's hard. Ty also doesn't like Brighton very much. Doesn't really like Neil Maupay very much. Brighton, I hope you get ready.
If I can do this and say Black Lives Matter, I say thank you to NHS. Maupay, you are an absolute disgrace. You're a cheat. I hope Brighton get relegated.
Don't blame it on Maupay. Don't blame it on...
You're a cheat. You're a disgrace. I hope Brighton get relegated.
I think like with Brighton, I think obviously as much as I don't like Neil Maupay, he was actually decent this season. I think he scored 10 goals, which is decent for him. Especially in top level, obviously he's been playing for Brighton, but for Brentford, sorry, but yeah, well, he's decent little player. That there, you know, that guy, the Indian bloke.
Hamakarska.
I think it's Alireza Jahanbakhsh.
Jahanbakhsh.
Something like that.
Oh, I can break that down.
Yeah.
Missing the drop and staying in the Premier League this season are Southampton. For me, I thought Southampton were bound to go down. You have no real goal scorer. I thought at the beginning of the season, Danny Ings has come out of the blue really. Most improved player in my opinion this season. I know a lot of people might say Adama Traore or I don't know, maybe just Lundstrom, but I'm going to go for obviously Danny Ings. But yeah, Danny Ings has obviously single-handedly kept his team up. I think there was a stat, but if Danny Ings didn't score any goals, then they would have finished in 19th or something like that. But yeah, Danny Ings obviously a class player. Wouldn't take him to Arsenal though, he's a bit old, but yeah, he's a good player, decent anyway. Next up, obviously, missing a drop by 2, are Burnley. Burnley are one of them teams, every single season they play Brexit football. Obviously, Sean Dyche at the wheel since, 2016. They've had some good performances though this season. Burnley, sorry. They're a good team. I really do like Burnley. And it would be a shame to see that sort of team go down. But yeah, big up Burnley, obviously smashing it again. And yeah, love that Burnley. At 15th, I've actually got Norwich. I'm 5 points off. Norwich finished rock bottom and they've really done nothing all season. They have some good players though, Norwich. I'll definitely take Todd Cantwell and Buendia from that team. A team with Pukki started off really well and then, well, went to mush by the end of it, mate. But yeah, the thing is, I don't really like Norwich. I don't really care if they stay up or go down. I'm not one of them teams I'm like, oh no, Norwich. There's a few teams that went down this season. I'm not happy with going down and I'm really upset. But I think a lot of teams will come back stronger. Obviously, yeah, Norwich gone down this season. Next up, we have Newcastle. So Newcastle are a difficult team for me. I like Newcastle. I think they're a good team. I feel like they'll have a strong few years ahead of them with their new owners. Obviously, Joelinton, £40 million they spent on him, and what has he really done? Like, I think he scored like 2 goals this season for a £40 million striker. And you tell me Pepe's a flop? Go away, man. Go away. Go away. It's a joke. I feel bad for people that got hyped for Joelinton. What position I went for Bournemouth. So Bournemouth, one of them teams I felt were going to be strong this season. And a lot of good players, a lot of class players that obviously helped this team stay up. That I thought obviously they've gone down, just about gone down on the last day. I'm really gutted for the team. Oh man, it's just frustrating really. They're one of them teams that you don't really like seeing go down. No one really can dislike Bournemouth. I don't know how you can anyway. unless you're like rivals with them or something. They're not a team like anyone wants to get under the skin. Like they shouldn't really be in the Premier League in the first place, if I'm honest. When they got like a 20,000 seat stadium, that doesn't really make sense to me how that team's ended up in the Premier League. But we're not going to complain. I'm happy about it, and now they're out. So hopefully they come back stronger in a couple of years' time. Next up, I had Crystal Palace coming in at 13th. Crystal Palace, not a bad team. Good manager by Roy Hodgson. Obviously, I don't think they've done too bad. Wilfried Zaha's not really been the player this season everyone expected him to be, but he's playing at a club like Crystal Palace. It might be a bit hard for him to really be like the top player that everyone expects him to be. Jordan Ayew has had a good season though, or Jordan or Andre, one of them anyway. They've had a good season. Scored a wonder goal as well, which I remember very well. But yeah, also joined for Spurs on our last day, which really hasn't done anything really, but cheers. So Aston Villa, I've actually just stayed up by Jack Grealish clutching a goal in the last game of the season. Jack Grealish has obviously been their best player, and really, I'd say their top performer, maybe Mings and Jota's Grealish, Mings, and possibly Douglas Luiz, but he hasn't really been at it the whole season. So they're not a bad team, Aston Villa. I really do think they're a decent team, and obviously them just about staying up. I think that's probably fair for their season, if I'm honest. So at 10th, I've gone for West Ham. Obviously West Ham, they literally clutched it in the last few games. Antonio was obviously their main player from after lockdown. Really kept them staying up, if I'm honest. So they really do hold like gratitude towards Antonio, if I'm honest. But yeah, happy they stayed up. I don't really like West Ham, if I'm honest. Who does like West Ham? I think West Ham fans like West Ham. Like, let's be honest, they've got fans like this.
I know some of the foreigners are doctors, and some of them foreigners can save our lives. There are some foreigners that are coming over and taking our jobs, yeah, and not even working. And they're working.
They take our jobs if they're not working?
Because they do it. They do it. Simple as that. They take our jobs, yeah, and they're not even working.
At 9th, I've gone for Leicester. This one's miles off. Leicester ended up finishing 5th, which is probably fair for their season. They was literally the best team in the league when they was obviously in like the top 4. I think there was like 10 points clear with like 16 games to go or something. And you know what? They bottled it. Straight up, they bottled it. Brendan Rodgers bottled it. Bottled Liverpool winning the league. Bottled obviously Leicester being top 4. Man, it'd be nice to see Leicester in the top 4 because I do like Leicester. They're a good club. I like Vardy. I also like Maguire, but Man United now. Next up, Everton. So Everton, obviously, well, I think they finished outside the top 10 this season. They had a really bad season. Obviously managed by Carlo Ancelotti now. I think they'll be a lot better next season. I think they can move forward. Also rejected a £95 million bid for Richarlison. So, you're right. 95 million for Richarlison. A guy that can rack up 1 goal at Watford and 10 goals for Everton, and he's not going for 95 million. That is stupid money, mate. If that was me, mate, I'll be taking that and going and living in bloody like Malta or somewhere nice, mate. But that's just me, innit? Next up, at 7th position, we have Wolverhampton Wanderers. Like Wolves, obviously, they've got a lot of Portuguese players, a lot of Bees players. They've also had Adama Traore had a fantastic season. The size of the guy, no one wants to go tackle him. I mean, if I went to tackle him, I'd probably get flattened. No, I think anyone would, my age. Also, who else have they had? Jota's had a good season. Jimenez has obviously had a great season. And even their keeper, Rui Patricio, hasn't got talked about enough. I think he's fantastic. Definitely second with Arsenal as a second goalkeeper. Even though Emi has really been class this season when he's come in. So that's 7th. Now going into the big 6. You're probably expecting me to go Arsenal 6th. But no. 6th, we have Chelsea. Chelsea fans, don't laugh at me. Shocking prediction from me. Managed by, obviously, Frank Lampard. I thought they would be poor this season. Somehow they managed to stay up. Chelsea fans are funny though. Like, obviously, this guy.
Hindu sport. What, Chelsea? Yeah. Fuck Chelsea. Chelsea shit.
Yeah.
Fuck Chelsea. What?
Fuck you.
Fuck Chelsea.
Fuck you.
Fuck Chelsea, pussy or what? Say something.
On,
fuck
listen,
Chelsea.
Fuck you.
Fuck.
At 5th position, I have Manchester United. Yeah. Again, I predicted another shit prediction. for like half of the season, I'd expect this prediction to come true. But the second half, as soon as Bruno come in, to be honest with you, they've been nothing short of sublime. I think this season overall has been the weirdest Premier League season I've ever seen. Like weirder than the Leicester season. Arsenal are finishing outside the top 6 for the first time in Premier League history. Yeah. Liverpool won the league, first time in Premier League history. Tottenham are finished outside the top 6. It's their worst season in 8 years or something like that. Obviously, there's a lot of weird teams. Even like seems like Sheffield United were fighting for a European place for like 3/4 of the season. So it's just it really does get in my head. I don't understand how it's happened, but obviously, hopefully there won't be another season like this. Hopefully, Arsenal actually do get something next season. And at third position, I've gone for Arsenal. I'm going to skip that one, basically. Second position... No, I'm joking. Arsenal have been shocking this season. I'm not going to talk about it, really. The amount of poor performances you had, what else can I say? We've been nothing short of piss poor. Like, I'm sorry for any Arsenal fans that have actually had to go and watch this team play this season. We've had players like David Luiz throwing himself about constantly. What is he doing? He's got the most penalties ever done in a Premier League season. 5 penalties he's conceded. 5 different fouls inside the box. 5 different goals he conceded because of David Luiz. Cheers, I'm out. And we let this guy sign a new contract. Cheers, Arsenal, clever club, thank you very much. But I mean, his performance in the FA Cup against Manchester City was fantastic, but that's his only good performance of the season. I can't do that every week. Second, obviously out of Manchester City and Liverpool. Leave your predictions down below, what you would have predicted. But I've gone for Liverpool to come second. I thought basically Man City have got too much good players in their club. Too many fantastic players, too many fighters for them not to finish first. Obviously, they had a poor season in Man City standards. And yeah, I'd gone for Liverpool to win the league. Liverpool for a fantastic this season. First Premier League title, obviously, fantastic for them. Big up Liverpool. I actually don't mind Liverpool as much as many people were saying, oh, if Liverpool win the league, it's going to be the world's going to end. And which, well, it has. Corona's come about, everything's gone mental. But yeah, I think they deserved it. Obviously, they had a lot of players: Trent, Salah, Robertson, Milner. Yeah, Milner, he's class. He's best midfielder in the world. In my opinion, he's so good. Like, have you seen this guy? Look at him. What a beautiful man. Anyway, guys, that is my predictions. That is it. Leave a score of 1 to 10. What you think my predictions were in the comments. I think they were 10 out of 10. Every single one spot on. And I don't think you can tell me otherwise. If you want me to see another football predictions for next season, I will get onto that. And it's a bit hard to predict football because you never know what teams are going to do good. New teams have come up like Leeds. Obviously, I'm excited to see Leeds in the Prem. I know George is excited too. But yeah, I think, never know. I think Leeds will have a good season next year. But yeah, smash 7 likes to see one of them. See you guys in a bit. Peace out.